Welcome to West Prairie as we get started for the national anthem between this game of the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones and the Galva as we Alrighty. As we get set up here, we'll start with the kickoff in just a few moments. I'm Ken Suter along with John Reynolds here doing color as we're going to get our sound back to where it should be. Hopefully the national anthem sounded good. I thought I got it perfectly. And John, what are you expecting out of this game a little bit?
I'm expecting a pretty good game tonight between the Galva Wildcats, who not won a game yet this year, and the West Prairie Cyclones battled hard all year. Last weekend, playing a really good game for homecoming, winning it on the field goal. I'm expecting West Prairie to come out swinging tonight and hopefully bring home a victory here.
Galva has not won a game this year so far. We've seen them play on this channel this year earlier as they were this third opponent for the BPC Spartans, where they lost, I believe it was in the 52 to 6 range.
Very high-scoring game for Bushnell that day. So,
which we're hoping to see again here for the Cyclones, coming off the loss last week to St. Thomas More.
Yep.
And that was just pretty much an ugly game overall for everyone involved.
Hopefully they can all bounce back and we can have a pretty competitive game tonight here.
One of the small things that coming out of that game that we saw was the connection from Ashton Barkley to Eli Leisman was a lot better. They had their one scoring drive had 3 plus 10 throws for them, receptions. There we go. As Barkley's going to look to try and keep that momentum going. Back deep for the Cyclones is number 3, Cam Kramer, and 22, Jesse Johnson. On a squibbed kick, it's going to go right past the front line, picked up by Eli Leisman. He's going to throw his shoulder in, and it will get stopped at around the 48-yard line. That was a little squib kick, just trying to start it out, looking to maybe catch the opponents off.
Extra there, yeah.
Catching the Cyclones off guard. Both Johnson and Kramer have done pretty well so far of returning the ball for the Cyclones. 1st and 10 from the, now that they spotted, it's about the
47-yard line.
I formation, look to hand the ball off. It's going to be a sweep to Laughlin. Laughlin's going to find the sideline. He's going to get tackled out of bounds.
Looks like
he's just going to be right there. So
just about a yard short.
2nd and around
2. Good. Yeah. 2nd down and 8. Or 2nd down 2. Sorry. Oh my gosh. 8-yard gain.
2nd and 2 after the rush by Laughlin.
It's a good run there for the Cyclones to start off.
They're going to look to try and probably move this off to the fullback. Actually, they're going to reverse it. Palmer out there always blocking like he does. He does a great job of being that first lead blocker to help as the Cyclones will get a 1st down on the rush.
2 plays, 2 rushes for the Cyclones, both to Jensen Laughlin. gaining a first down, and the Cyclones right around midfield here now. Or actually, no, they are in a Wildcat territory.
Ball on the 31-yard line. He's going to try and keep going. Going to back it back into this I formation. They're going to get a false start penalty. As from my vantage point, it kind of looked like that was on the fullback. Rand Palmer kind of went back. Actually, they're just moved back a little bit too far.
Yep.
You can't really be rocking on that sideline.
We're first down, and we're looking from about the 36-yard line, maybe.
1st and 15 for the Cyclones. 11-10 left in this first quarter. Couple of decent rushes to start out this drive. As they're going to sweep the ball over to Laughlin. 2 people looking at him, and it's a perfect form tackle. That is number 12.
And that's how you do a tackle right there, folks.
And I'm trying to find a number 12. I do not think we have a number 12 on.
No, I do not have a 12 on my roster.
So, once again, a mystery man for Galva as number 12 gets the tackle.
Second down, and have to say that's a loss there.
Barkley's going to look to pass, and he's just going to get hit right when he's thrown. He'll be, almost
nearly a
interception.
pick, yeah.
Nearly intercepted as number 26, Josh Dunn, is able to get in to the backfield and almost sack Barkley. So a 3rd and long now for the Cyclones as they're going to try and find something to do here.
Let's see if West Prairie can complete this 3rd down and keep the drive going.
Third and long, about a 3rd and 16 for the Cyclones. Barkley's going to take the snap, and he's just going to rush it out to the far side. He's going to find the sideline. He's got room to run, and he's going to get the first down. Cut back, get a little bit more, about 5 yards more. Awesome run by Barkley, who we've seen Barkley rush a little bit, but he's a bit more hesitant on the rushing, trying to collapse in the pocket and bringing it down and going upfield. And that was a beautiful run, if even cutting back and get a couple more yards.
Yeah, that was a very good run there by the mobile quarterback, Ashton, there, and able to get some yards and get a Cyclone first down.
Ball and around the 15-yard line. As West Prairie's going to take a timeout, so will we, as we'll be back right after this word by MDH.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Welcome back to Bauman Field. After that long rush, it'll be 1st and 10 from around the 14-yard line.
Cyclones getting ready to score a touchdown here.
Laughlin's going to keep it. It's going to be about a 6-yard rush from around where they spotted it. Perfect timing for the sun to be right in our eyes as we're trying to look through this far side of the west side field. 9:45 left in this first quarter. 2nd and 4 for the Cyclones. Once again, this is one of those odd Thursday afternoon games at 6 o'clock starts.
Yep, early start as opposed to the 7 o'clock starts we're used to.
They'll get us out in a decent time then, as they're going to run the same play, and Laughlin's going to look like he's about to slip and cuts it back and gets a little bit more. So that'll be a first down, a 1st and goal for the Cyclones. He's going to look to try and capitalize here with a score.
Yeah, that was a great run there by Laughlin, being able to break a tackle to start and then get a couple extra yards and push him into that 1st down and goal here.
9 minutes remaining in this first quarter. as the Cyclones are knocking on the door.
Cyclones offense been predominantly carried by the rush here.
First and goal from around the 1, maybe 2-yard line. It's a little hard to see.
Yeah, I'd have to say about the 2-yard line.
Barker's going to hand the ball off to Rand Palmer, and Rand's going to get upfield and in for a touchdown. So Cyclones score early on the first drive.
Touchdown for Rand Palmer on the rush.
That's his first of many touchdowns from this season. He's been one of their leading contributors on the fullback position, and also pretty decent receiver core.
And there's your the mufflers of the trucks out there.
The Muffler Mafia out to the
as
far
they call
side.
it, yep. Getting loud for the early Cyclone touchdown. The first drive of the night, the Cyclone's able to come out and score a touchdown.
Barkley going to look to pass. He's going to dish it off to Rand. However, Rand's just going to be swallowed up and not able to get across. So they will not convert the 2-point conversion. 6-0 your score. Your West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones are up.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Welcome to Bauman Field as the Cyclones are going to get set up to kick off. 6-0 your score, 8:35 left in this first quarter. Jensen Laughlin getting set up. It's going to go mid. It's actually around to the right hash this time.
Bright neon kicks he's got out there.
Old neon shoes himself. As it's going to be a long kick. Back to receive. That is number 3.
Carter Devaney.
Carter Devaney, as he's going to get tackled and wrapped up at around the 20-yard line. We'll get a final number after they set the ball. It kind of feels that we're a little slow on figuring out these names. Galva puts their names alphabetically
instead of numerically. Yep.
So before I could get the whole feel of all their names mixed in with their numbers, it's just going to be a little slow process of finding who is who.
As game goes on, we'll be able to track down those names much easier.
Wildcats coming out now.
Number 1, their quarterback, Jackson Meyer, junior.
2 men out to the far side, 1 man behind him. He's going to hand the ball off, and he's going to get through the line up for about 5, maybe 6 yards before he's finally tackled down the field.
Solid rush there for, I believe, number 18 maybe on that rush. 6 yards in the
Jet
first.
Olson.
Yep.
Jet Olson on the rush, tackled by Ashton Barkley and Eli Leesman. And actually is a bit more than we thought. So 2nd and 3 after the 7-yard rush.
Yep.
This time, 2 men tight. I formation, hands it off to the fullback, and he just instantly gets swallowed up. That's Brett Havens on the tackle. And as much as, you know, I see games, it's just amazing just to see how much Brett Havens has grown in the 3 years since I saw him.
Yep,
when he was a freshman playing football with him.
Yep, he's a key contributor to the senior team here, and really big role playing for him and the Cyclones team here.
Third and 3 after no gain on the play. So Galva's going to try and get back into formation. Looks like it's going to reverse their first formation. 2 men to the left side. And they're going to take a timeout, as it looks like Galva just didn't really know exactly where the coach wanted them to be at.
Yep, Galva with a little bit of confusion there. Burning another timeout here with about 7 minutes to go in the first quarter.
TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor, our pre- and post-game sponsor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. Wednesday nights, hopefully around 8 o'clock, we try to get it off. We have our TSSR Weekly Highlights Show located at JoJo's, where we do all those games. Come in and get a drink, maybe play a couple of games, and get to watch us hang out. Last week we did have Sam Hensley, BBC quarterback, in for an interview, as he's going to rush through, and he's just not going to get.
Laughlin taking him down.
That's Carter Devaney on the rush, and he's going to lose a couple yards after they try to run that jet sweep, but a beautiful
big play
job
there by Jensen Laughlin. Loss of 2 yards, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
They're going to try and go for it. 2 men out, open, and he's going to fumble the snap, try to get it back, and it's just going to be nowhere near.
Throws the ball away, and the Wildcats turn it over on downs. Cyclones taking over at about midfield, about the 50-yard line, so 47-yard line maybe of the Wildcats. So let's see if Cyclones can grab another touchdown, add on to their early lead.
Cyclones forcing that turnover on down. Looked like Rand Palmer might have even got close to a interception there, as he was able to block it with that right hand.
Yep. Left-handed quarterback there. That was number 12. The no-name.
We don't have
not
a
have a
number
number 12, but that's the left-handed quarterback.
Barkley hands the ball off to Rand Palmer. He's going to get tackled right by his head. Oh, my gosh.
And we got a flag on the field.
It's either going to be a face mask, a horse collar, or everything. They're going to call it a face mask
there.
That's got to be a 15-yarder there, because that was just egregious at that point.
I was going to say, the defender grabbing Rand's face mask, knocked him straight to the ground there. That's a 15-yard penalty, and that's going to result in Cyclone first down. So
Cyclone first down. Is this going to help them cross?
It looks like they're going to give him also.
Nope, that was
just the face
reaffirming
mask
the face mask. Either 6:26 or 8:26 left in this one, as the Bauman Field.
I've got 6:26. Yeah, there we go.
That sounds good. 6:26 left in this first quarter. The lights are kind of a little blurred out on that far side. So it gets a little hard to figure out where we're at. I formation is going to hand the ball off this time to Laughlin. Laughlin's going to get a fumble on the play. Looks like he picks it back up, however.
They are pointing.
Actually, they
the
are
other
pointing.
way. Wildcats.
Number 12 on the fumble recovery, so it will be Wildcat football.
So the Cyclones there turning the ball over on the fumble there by Laughlin. They'll run up the middle, and it'll look like it'll be the Wildcats ball at about their own
15-yard
line. Yep, so first down and 10 here for the Wildcats.
6-0 your score. 6:04 left in this first quarter, as the Wildcats are going to take over on the offensive side. Going to look to try and maybe get a little more offense in than they did last go around, as they had a 3-and-out.
Yep, 3-and-out, and not able to convert on the 4th down here.
It's going to be a quarterback keeper or a fumble, as I couldn't really tell which one they were trying to do. As number 1 will pick that up. That is Jackson Meyer on pickup. Loss of 1 on the play.
Second down and 11. So good stop there by the Cyclone defense. Let's see if they can hold them here. Second down and 11.
Just kind of looked like they didn't really know exactly where they wanted to go with that play.
Oh.
As they had a couple of people go out to the far side, 1 man in motion. However, the snap did not come when they expected it. As they're going to get set up, 2 men out on the right side, 1 in on the left. He's going to look to pass, and he's going to shake off the first defender trying to sack. He's going to let that one out. Almost picked off by Jensen Laughlin, and he knew instantly right when he dropped that ball. He had
dropped
the perfect
his hands.
pick.
I was right at about the 40-yard line, almost picked off there by Laughlin. And now it's 3rd down and 11 here for the Wildcats. So we'll see what they try and do here on 3rd and 11.
West Prairie's going to get set up. That was 23 Owen Rigg pressuring the quarterback. Had his one hand on Meyer, looking for the sack, however, could not get it off.
Great quarterback pressure there by Rigg.
So they're going to send a sweep to the right side. He's got blockers. However, he's going to run over and get tackled by Ashton Barkley.
Yep. And that is not enough for a first down. Then it'll be fourth down. Fourth down and about.
4th and 6. Yeah, 4th and 4.
4th and 4, 4th and 5. Yep. Someone's car alarm going off in the background there.
It's too far away from mine, so.
I was going to say, I'm parked right here, so that shouldn't be me.
They're going to look to
they're
punt.
Punting.
It's going to be a little blooper spiral picked up by Jensen Laughlin, and he's just going to get perfectly form tackled in the open by 13.
Number 12 there.
That is Cameron O'Brien. Either 13 or 12. Now that you say that, I don't believe 13
I believe
is
that
out
was
there.
12,
so.
yeah. The no name. Again, great tackle there by number 12, stopping Laughlin at about the 46-yard line. So Mikey Kitch at center.
4:30 left in this first quarter. Third drive set up for the Cyclones. They're going to send a sweep out to Cam Kramer. Cam Kramer's going to get off the first time, and he's going to find to the far side. Only one man to beat. He will. He'll get the first down after getting a tackle by Carter Devaney. And a beautiful job by Cam Kramer to get to that far side, find a cutback lane, and get up for the first down.
Number 3 there on number 3. So Cam Kramer able to escape pressure and then able to get a first down here for the Cyclones.
Running that sweep, they mixing in Cam Kramer instead of Laughlin off to the far side. Cam, as we've seen pretty much this entire year, does a really good job of finding that cutback lane and keeping his head moving.
Absolutely.
As we cross the 4-minute mark, open, empty set for the Cyclones. They're going to look to pass. However, four-man rush as the rushers take themselves out. Pass to Leisman, and he's going to break the one tackle, get tackled by the second one. And he's going to get close to a first down as we're going to look to see where they spot it.
Looks like it's going to be second down at about a yard.
But Josh Dunn and that mystery man, number 12, as they sent the four-man rush, it looked like 12 was going to come in for a blitz. And both of them just tried to collapse that pocket.
Right over each other and able to give a clean pocket and a clean pass for Barkley to Leisman for a near first down here. So Leisman with the reception, and he'll bring up that 2nd and 1 here for the Cyclones.
3 minutes left in this first quarter. They're going to hand the ball off to the far side. That is Palmer as he's going to get through the first tackler and try to spin off and get the first down. I believe he will as he's fighting up to the 20-yard line. And they'll say with forward momentum, he does get to 20. So first down Cyclones with 3 minutes left in this first quarter. They're going to try and keep this momentum moving and get a score in before the end of the quarter.
Yep, about 2 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Ball at about the 31-yard line, Wildcat 31-yard line. So Cyclones in Wildcat territory here early. Up 6-0 already in the first drive, rushing touchdown by Rand Palmer.
Empty set formation. Looks like number 12 is going to blitz on this far side. 26 is the main back. He's going to stand back, and he's going to get hit while he's thrown. However, that's going to be a pass interference, still caught by Rand Palmer, however, as he kind of underthrew him a little bit as he tried to run right into that receiver. They're going to call pass interference on that one, but Barkley just took a nasty shot.
Barkley hit hard there by maybe number 58 there. That would have been Chance Yoakum there. Great hit there, but Barkley able to get that ball downfield, connect to Rand Palmer. So, and the pass interference call, and it's Cyclones first down.
Going to be declined so that they can get the full extent of that pass. So first and goal for the Cyclones. But man, the Cyclones offensive line gotta step it up a little bit, especially when they have those deep dropbacks on the empty sets.
Yep. Had a very clean pocket, but 58 able to just sneak right through there and able to get a real good hit on Barkley. First down and goal here for the Cyclones.
at the 5-yard line as they're going to hand the ball off to Laughlin, and he's going to pass it and will be complete to Rand Palmer for the touchdown. Cyclone touchdown makes this a 12-0 game. So after that, a little bit of trick play, halfback pass type deal. 1:36 left in this first quarter. 12-0 your score, as the Cyclones are going to look to try and make this a 14-point game with this 2-point conversion.
Let's see if the Cyclones can convert here on the 2-point.
They're going to hike the ball, look to pass, and it's going to be off the back of, I believe that was
Number
intended for
20.
20 that should
Garrett
be.
Walker, the tight end.
Holding is going to be the flag on the play, will be declined, so no good on the 2-point conversion. Makes this a 12-0 game. We'll be back right after this.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you were going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan, and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
Welcome back to Bauman Field. 1:36 left in this first quarter as the Cyclones take the lead, well, further the lead, not take the lead. 12-0 your score against the Galva Wildcats.
Yep, a pair of, now we have a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown for Rand Palmer. Barkley with the good pass there, punted by, kickoff by.
And man, he's got a perfect position. It's going to be picked up by the Cyclones. So that is Jesse Johnson. Beautiful play right there as he's able to stop that one and get off a little bit faster.
That's a very good, great play there by the Cyclones, and they are able to take over again.
However, it looks like we've got a man down. We kind of got a huddle in front of us. Cannot see exactly who it is.
Looks to be number 3, I believe, on the.
That is Carter Devaney.
Yep, Carter Devaney down on the.
So while the trainers look at him, we will step out for just 1 second.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
Welcome back to Bauman Field. Carter Devaney is up and walking. Looks like he just kind of got the wind knocked out of him at the collision for the ball. Jesse Johnson gets the fumble recovery, well, the kickoff recovery, basically.
Yep, don't see that very often. Great play there by Jesse Johnson, and the Cyclones offense able to take over again here. It looks at about the 25-yard line.
Empty set for Barkley, so look to pass, especially to Leisman on that right side. And actually, he's going to let that one loose to Laughlin. Laughlin wide open for the touchdown.
Great play there by Barkley. Plenty of time in the pocket. Had his intended receiver, Jenny Laughlin, down there in the end zone. And Cyclones extend their lead up 18 here.
Caden Rachel was the defender. But, man, Laughlin just blew right past him from the beginning as they're going to get
There's your muffler
the trucks revved up.
Mafia out there. in the Wildcat end zone. It's been very sparse tonight.
Cyclone's going to go for 2. They're going to get to this far side, hands the ball off to Laughlin, They're going to run the same play they did. However, this one is to Ashton Barkley, and they will convert on this 2-point conversion. So that makes it a 20-0 game. West Prairie Southeastern up against the Galva Wildcats.
Cyclone's offense has looked very good here in this first quarter as we wind it down with about 1:26 to go. 3 touchdowns and the 2-point there. So Cyclone's offense is looking really, really sharp to start the night, and defense as well. No points for the Galva Wildcats early here, and really not really a whole lot of noise. I don't even know if they've had a first downer at all tonight here. So
have not. This is our Game Time Live is brought to you by the Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you are 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. Laughlin's going to get the kickoff set up onto that left hash mark as he likes it.
Last time he kicked it off, the return there by Jesse Johnson, able to give the Cyclones another touchdown. So,
and after that pickup, they're going to send this one a bit deeper. However, it's going to go out of bounds. So, ball on the 30-yard line. One thing I did notice is in that kickoff team for Galva, number 18, Jet Olson, who let the kickoff roll past him, not on the field this time.
No, he's not taking the return there. So maybe after the rough spot there for the defense last time for the Wildcats, they decided to go to an alternative route, and it'll be the Wildcats' ball at about the 35-yard line. So at their own 35-yard line, may I say. So
1st and 10 from the 35 as the Wildcats are going to get set up. I formation, 1 man out to the left. It's going to be a sweep pass. However, he's going to find the cutback lane. Leisman on the tackle. Gets about 3 yards on the play, and that's pretty much the best you could do in that situation. Cyclones had that full left side completely taken over.
Yep, ran into a lot of Cyclones right there. Able to do a swim move there and maybe gain an extra yard or so there. So be 2nd down and I believe 7 here for the Wildcats. Number 1, their quarterback, Jackson Meyer. He's had a rough night offensively. I mean, only the first quarter, but still 20-0 here, Cyclones, as we are closing in on a minute here tonight. 45 seconds in the first quarter of tonight's play.
Offset pro formation is going to be a double reverse. He's got the entire defense fooled. He's got Ashton Barkley to beat. Barkley will take him down for the touchdown save and tackle. That's one play that I always love to see is an end around, because in high school, man, that's going to fool everybody in that first
always
spot.
One that's not expected by high school defenses, and as you can tell, it's a big gain there by number 12, our mystery man, able to get a lot of yards there. So that's a 1st down for the Wildcats. Gets them into Cyclone territory at about the 47-yard line. So
about 15 yards on the rush. They're probably going to let this one play out to the end of the first quarter as we have 14 seconds left. Actually, they're going to rush up and try to run one in. They're going to go with a empty set, 1 man back. 5 seconds left. They send 18 in motion to be the blocker. Direct pass, man. What a dagger
number
of a
12
pass. That was Jackson Meyer to mystery man number 12. If anybody from Galva
wants to give us a name on that number 12, able to be kind of the head of that offense here in this drive. So looks like he's going to have a 1st down. So
at the end of the first quarter, it'll be 20-0. West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones are up, and we'll be back right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Welcome to Bauman Field at the start of the second quarter, as I should probably make sure to move that on our scoreboard. Looks like they forgot the either tee or, it was a mouth guard. Fell off. That's never good. You always want to make sure you've got a mouth guard in.
Yeah, don't want to get hit in the teeth. That wouldn't feel very well, especially by these high school boys playing hard here. 20-0 Cyclones.
So at the 36-yard line, going to look to pass, and they're going to send 4-man in. It's just going to be about 5 yards short as that wide receiver falls down, intended for number
three maybe on that.
Carter Devaney.
Yeah. So good pressure there by the defensive line and the linebackers by West Prairie there. So able to just make him throw that ball away and get the Cyclones early mojo going here for the second quarter.
2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. So they're going to come out and try to figure out something they can do offensively. Other than that end-around play, that was the only thing they've gotten offensively so far.
Yep.
Meyer, the quarterback, is going to look to pass. He's got one blocker, and he's going to throw that one just right at the legs.
About 3 yards short there from his intended receiver, so 3rd down now.
3rd and 10 for the Wildcats as number 12 could not get the reception on that one. As 3 plays for a combined 5 seconds off the board.
So a little rough there on the offense. 2 incomplete passes and third down and I'm not sure what the yard is there.
10.
3rd down and 10, yeah.
Well, hey, 2 incomplete passes in a row will bring up 10.
3rd down and 10. So
2-man wide. The linebacker on the, not the linebacker. Was going to have a tight end on the left side. Looked like they're going to try and bring him off sides. However, the person who did not get the memo was number 58, Chance Yoakum, as he's going to get the false start play. So now 3rd and 15.
Yep, so pushing them back a little bit here. And they are now at about still in Cyclone territory, just very end here. So let's see if Cyclones can bring a big stop here on 3rd down. 3rd down and long.
Well, judging from the formations they've been using, they're probably going to look to pass on this one. Empty set for number 12.
Yep, number 12, the left-handed lefty quarterback.
Maybe look for a rush here. He's going to look to pass. And a long one. It's just going to be undercut a little bit as he's going to be able to stop, come back, and in for the catch as he will step out of bounds.
About that is 2 or 3 yard line there. I was
number 3, Carter Devaney, and that pass just looked like it was going to be a little bit short. And he turned around and got to that far side and was able to cut up cross and
with the pressure close there by 34. I believe that is Rand Palmer there, number 12, our mystery man, able to just pull off a big pass downfield and able to complete to their intended receiver there. And now they're knocking on the door here. So,
alrighty, thank you, Greg. Greg Phillips, our great PA man, as he finally got everything set up. Number 12 is number 2. That is Talon Hull. As number 3 goes to rush, however, tackled in the backfield by Rand Palmer. They're going to lose about 1 yard. So 2nd and goal for the Wildcats.
Good stop there by Rand Palmer. He's really looked strong and on the defensive side of the ball here.
So a loss of 2 on the play. 11-12 left in the second quarter as Wildcats are knocking on the door, 2nd and goal. Setting up, they've got bunch formation with a man out to the left. He's going to sweep the ball out to number 3, and, man, he's got a lot of room to work with. And he spins over the
He's
one
in there for a
tackler.
touchdown.
Spins through the one tackler and is in for the touchdown. So that will make it a 20-6 game. Cyclones on top of the Galva Wildcats. Galva's going to try and make this a closer game with this 2-point conversion.
Number 3 there, Carter Devaney on the rushing touchdown.
Devaney, the main man for him offensively so far, and also has a couple of decent defensive tackles for them.
Yep, a couple of good hits there by the Cyclone defense, but the Galva offense able to string together a touchdown there, and they're going to go for 2 here.
Same formation, probably look for the same play except going to the fullback. He's going to look to pass, and, man,
Hit
wide open. Wide open is 26. That is Josh Dunn as he slips through. That's the thing with 8-man is anybody on that far side, even if he lines up like a lineman every single play, will be legal.
Yep, that was good hit there by number 23, Owen Rigg, but able to get that ball off to the wide open receiver, number 1, Jackson Myers. So they do get the 2-point. It is a 20-8 ball game.
TSSR Game Time Live is brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers in the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Cyclone student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. Also brought to you by Tri-County Seeds. Tri-County Seeds, your local Golden Harvest seed advisor located in Scioto, Illinois. Rooted in genetics, agronomy, and service for over 10 years. Contact Nate Todd at 309-333-3437 for all of your Golden Harvest corn, soybean, and seed treatment needs. Scioto, Illinois, location of Bauman Field, as you can see in the background, the ever-present grain elevators and wind farms.
Yep. Very small town in the background of our field here.
It's going to be a onside kick picked up by Leesman. He's not going to get much of anything.
Taken down about the 41-yard line.
Looked like Galva was definitely hoping he'd go off a little bit shorter. However, West Prairie will get the ball as Leesman able to pick that one up. You can hear the coaches on the sideline just yelling at the kids, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 10:45 left in the second quarter as West Prairie is going to try and come back with a touchdown after getting scored on that time. I formation, Barkley is going to sweep it to Laughlin. He's going to get tackled. Probably a gain of 1.
About 1 yard there on the rush by Laughlin, so
good tackle on the play by Hull.
2nd down and 9 for the Cyclones. Cyclones huddled up. Mikey Kitts, the center, heading out to the ball.
Empty set for Barkley. He's going to get the ball. He's going to look to pass, and pocket collapses, and he gets by. Had one linebacker stopping him. However, he falls down. So he's going to get a huge gain.
And he is into Wildcat territory there. Big rush there by Ashton Barkley, and the Cyclones with the 1st down.
Gain of 19 on the rush as Barkley is able to slip slide his way through that empty set formation. Man, they have 3 people, the main 3 always rushing. But when you put them in the empty set, they always go back into that cover 2, cover 4 type situation where they have only that one linebacker, the spy. And if that linebacker falls like he just did, that's a 20-yard game for anybody that's out there.
Yep, great rush there by Barkley as Kitch with the ball.
Hands the ball off to Rand Palmer, and he's going to get tackled. Man, I don't think the referees saw it just because of the way he was set up, but, man, you could see the back of his jersey just completely get whipped back as he's tackled from around the back. Probably gets a gain of 1 on the rush.
About 1 yard there, so be 2nd down and 9 here for the Cyclones in Wildcat territory, so about the 42-yard line, I have to say. So
2 men out, 2 men next to Barkley. Yeah, Rand definitely got horse collar on that backside.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to look to pass. He's going to launch this one up to Leisman. It's going to be short a little bit as Leisman's going to turn around and try to get anything. However, just could not, as is a decent defense by Jackson Meyer.
Yep, good
to block that one up.
Good coverage by Meyer. Leisman close, but not quite there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
8:44 left in this second quarter. 20-6 your score. 3rd and 9 for the Cyclones. Barkley's going to come out with the play.
Wildcat territory here. So let's see if the Cyclones can convert this 3rd down. Keep the offense rolling here early in the first half.
Empty set once again for Barkley. Going to hike this one man. Has one man past him. He's just going to keep it. Going to try and find that sideline. He does for the 1st down.
Big rush there by Ashton Barkley. Cyclones with a big 1st down there. So Ashton Barkley proving to be a very mobile quarterback here with good rush, and Cyclones are knocking on the door for another.
Once again, back in that empty set. However, Galva will take a timeout, I believe. Indeed, and so will we. So we'll be back right after this word by MDH.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Welcome back to Ballman Field as the West Prairie Cyclones are going to get out of the huddle after the Galva timeout. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones on their opponent's 30-yard line. They're in prime position to score once again to make this lead a 28-yard.
Barkley able to escape pressure, goes downfield. He's got his intended drop by Cam Kramer. Would have been a touchdown there for the Cyclones. So, able to escape pressure there by Barkley, and very close there by Cam Kramer. So that is going to bring up 2nd down here in 10. So let's see what the Cyclones intend to do here. Barkley heading to the huddle. Cyclones ball at about the Wildcat 30-yard line. So Barkley gets a snap. Pressure from 26. He's hit, and intended receiver number 5, Jensen Laughlin, and he is in for a Cyclones touchdown. Good pass there by Barkley, just staying in the pocket. Has an intended receiver right down the field, and Laughlin wide open. Runs in for the touchdown as Muffler Mafia out there getting ready for the Cyclone touchdown.
Great pass by Barkley as he's able to get that one out and up away from the multiple defenders he had on that far side. So it is now 26-8 as West Prairie is going to get set up for a field goal. Jensen Laughlin's already hit 1 this year, and he's going to hit 2. So the extra point is good for the Cyclones.
Jensen Laughlin being one of the best kickers I've seen in high school football in a long time. Just day in and day out after just tons of work that he's put in on the kicking side of things, and just has really been an elite kicker for the Cyclones.
So with 8:17 left in this second quarter, 27-8 is your score. TSSR Game Time Live is brought to you by McDonough Telephone Cooperative. This West Prairie game stream is made possible by McDonough Telephone Fiber Internet. McDonough Telephone offers lightning-fast and reliable fiber internet, video, phone, and camera systems to the McDonough County area. Call 309-776-3211 to check your availability. Also brought to you by Tom Conklin State Farm. Talk to Daphne or Evan today at Tom Conklin State Farm in Macomb for surprisingly great rates. Call them at 309-837-1200 or stop in and see them at 1221 West Jackson Street, Macomb, Illinois.
Alrighty. Getting ready for the kickoff by Laughlin.
This one's going to be a line drive kick. However, it's going to be a false start, as one was just a little bit too rowdy getting out to the far side and ran in front of Laughlin.
Little too ready for the kickoff there by Laughlin. They'll push him back a little bit, and we'll be ready for another kickoff here by Laughlin.
So kicking it off now at the 35. Should probably learn to count by now. I am 20 years old, or at least I think so.
At the 35-yard line for Laughlin. Lines ball up and ready to go here.
Now we did just see a line drive kick. Let's see if they're going to go with something different, maybe a little bit higher. As they do, that one's going to be a booming kick right down on the far side is Devaney for the reception. And he's going to rush back to find sideline, trying to find anything, but he's just going to get
taken down at about the 38-yard line of the Wildcats there. So pretty good reception and return there by Devaney. So good kick by Laughlin. So let's see what the Cyclone defense can do here with against number 1 Jackson Meyer and the Wildcat offense.
We got seven. Send somebody out there.
.806. Empty set for the Wildcats as they're going to hand the ball off. That is Devaney. And Devaney's going to get off the first tackle. However, he's just going to get tackled down in the backfield. Up in the tackle will be Xavier Hilton with Jensen Laughlin and Owen Rigg. 7:48 left in this second quarter. 27-8 your score.
Cyclones looking good offensively here. Been able to go out and put a whole bunch of points up. And defensively, I've also thought they've looked pretty sharp. It's the one touchdown. They had a really good drive for the Wildcats not too long ago here in the second quarter. So we'll see what West Prairie can do here defensively against the Wildcat offense.
Wildcats have one man in the backfield. They're going to look to pass, and he's got a quick pass. However, it's just going to be overshot a little bit. And, man, he had great pressure coming from the linebackers. That was 42. Clayton Hunt also in there with Owen Rigg on the rush.
Yep, so good pressure there by the Cyclone defense, and we'll see what the strategy to the Wildcat offense is going to be here on third down and long. 3rd and 10 here as the Wildcats break the huddle there and ready to go for third down.
3rd and 7, empty set for the Wildcats. Galva's going to look and try and keep this drive going. It's going to be a short type slant situation as Devaney's going to get the first down and about 5 yards more. Close to about a 12-yard reception for Devaney. Sets him up at the 44-yard line, still on their side of the field. Excuse me, no, now they have passed onto the opponent's side of the field.
They have entered Cyclone territory here, so good pass there by Talon Hull, their left-handed quarterback. So he's in the backfield here.
6:45 left in the second quarter as they're going to try and fake out somebody, but
Taken down. 23.
Owen Rigg was able to just completely did his job perfectly that time.
That is a big loss there by Owen Rigg, able to sack the quarterback in the backfield, and that is going to push the Wildcats back into their own territory.
Meyer threw the ball and got tackled. That was not a sack.
Second down and 19.
Tackled in the backfield.
Big play by Owen Rigg.
That's one thing that I have noticed now that we're seeing more 8-man. They do kind of like, instead of normally doing full handoffs and fakes, they normally just fake it by doing a quick little circle and throwing it to where they need. As Galva's going to take a timeout. So will we. We'll be back right after this.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Welcome back to Bauman Field. As it's going to be a keeper. That is Hull on the rush, and he's going to get about 9 yards on the rush.
Good rush there by Hull. And that's about a 9-yard gain there by the quarterback. And we are about third down and 1 or so.
Third down and 11.
Oh yeah, the big loss by Owen Rigg.
You always gotta look at the field instead of listen to everything else behind you.
Just add 10 yards to that. So.
5:09 left in this second quarter. It's gonna hand the ball off. It's gonna be end around, and Owen Rigg is right there. Oh, and they're gonna call a flag. Either it's gonna be holding or it's gonna be on the tackle, and it will be on holding. I was gonna say. So if they decline, it should still be there.
See what the referees call here.
The call was holding, as they're going to look to move him back the 10 yards. That was Jackson Meyer trying on the end around to protect Talon Hull, as they did a full end around and looked to pass.
Yep.
Could be a cool play, but when you got when you got a lot of moving parts and you got four men rushing, as they did with Owen Rigg right there to blow that one up.
Yep. Able to get a big hit on there. Number 12 there, Talon Hull. So third and long.
So about 3rd and 31 for the Wildcats.
Yep, third down and 30. So
Talon Hull at the quarterback. He's going to look to pass. He's got 2 men going. And, man, what a –
picked off by Jensen Laughlin.
As it goes off his helmet. And Laughlin's going to pick that one off and take it across the 50.
That ball hit the top of the intended receiver's helmet. And Jensen Laughlin right there with the coverage, able to pick that one off and return that to about the 45-yard line of the Wildcats. So big play there by Jensen Laughlin.
And that right there is what the tip drill is for. Anytime anything goes up, you got to make sure to try and bring that one down. And, man, he had a header.
Yeah, that ball hit him square on the head. And Jensen Laughlin being able to be aware there and able to snag that ball. And big return there by Laughlin.
I thought for sure that was going to be a touchdown. Had the beautiful arc. He was wide open, had beat the defender.
Yep.
Man. So Barkley gets the ball. He's going to look to throw it at this empty set. He's got to get past the 2 defenders. They're just going to give up high pitch. And it's going to go right down intended for Cam Kramer, was not able to get the ball. Because that one's just a little
mile-high throw there pass by.
I had to stand up
Barkley.
to try and find the ball out this window
Lost
of
that
the press
ball
box.
in the dark Scioto night sky here in our background. Those grain bin elevators, notorious for Scioto.
4:34 left in this second quarter, so it's 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. West Prairie ball. Shotgun formation. He's going to look to hand the ball off this time to Leisman. Leisman's going to get upfield and going to get about 2 yards on the play, maybe a long one. So that'll be about third.
3-yard gain, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, no, that's a 3rd and 8.
3rd and 9. Scoreboard out. Well, a couple lights out there.
Yeah, it could be a 7, could be a 9. Who really knows?
So 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6.
3rd and something.
Barker's going to look to pass and wide open to the far side. That's Palmer. He's just going to get overthrown a little bit. That's what we were talking about earlier is Palmer is his dedicated out and slant man out to that little side dish off. So with 4th and 8, looks like their punt formation might be coming out.
Yep, Laughlin, the punter for West Prairie, said they
would not be surprised if they run a fake punt here.
Yep.
They're past their opponents right about the 48.
Yep. Yep, so we'll see what the Cyclones decide to do here.
Back deep is 18 Olsen, and it's just going to be either a false start or offsides because it seemed like both teams were moving. They'll call the false start. So I'm moving back another 5.
So makes the punt a lot more likely here with that pushback on the false start by the offense. So.
4th and 13 for the Cyclones. Laughlin gets the punt, and he's going to fake it. I called it. And right up. A nasty shot. Nasty shot by Rand Palmer. However, I think he stepped out before he did.
Yeah, he might have.
He stepped out a yard too early.
1 yard short there by Laughlin, almost.
But a really great block on that far side by Rand Palmer. You could hear it.
Yeah, that was. You called that fake punt there, and. So.
I know John McCormick, and he hates punting as much as everybody else.
Say, yeah.
So past the 50-yard line, he's not going to do anything like that.
And only 1 yard away from getting that first down. So 1st down and 10 here for the Wildcats at the 41-yard line. So
3:46 left in this second quarter. 27-8 still your score. Galva Wildcats going to look to score before the end of this half. And once again, it is senior night, so we will have the senior presentation during halftime. I formation for the Wildcats, and Owen Ring on the blitz is going to be able to come around from that backside and stop him. Rand Palmer and head in the front to tackle.
2-yard gain there by the run there, and Brett Havens coming off the field. So 2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats.
2nd and 7 for the Wildcats.
So 2nd and 8.
You got to look and count from here.
You
never really count the
2nd down and 8.
We're gonna look at the scoreboard now. Everything will be fine. He's gonna look to pass on this bootleg far side, and he does. Overshot Hull, and man, Hull came down on the back of his head hard.
Yep, it was far over the intended receiver's head there by.
That was on the far sideline. That is Andre Roberts, 62, gets the ball and throws it to the referee, and the referee just kind of didn't realize he was throwing the ball at him.
Yep. Andre with the pink socks out there.
October, so it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yep.
As you see all over the NFL.
There with some pink socks on. So
3rd and 7 as Meyer's going to get the ball, and he's going to keep it, get about 2 yards on the rush. 4th and 4 for the Wildcats, and man, down at this point, down getting close to the end of the first half, you got to go for it, try to
Yep, you
get
gotta-
some type of
with
momentum with this game
a
back.
28-8 or 27-8 game here. Wildcats be going for it here and try and pull off a 4th down conversion and keep their drive going here. Getting close to a 2-minute warning here for the first half.
4th and 4 for the Cyclones.
Let's see if
the Wildcats.
Cyclones get a big stop here on defense.
Two-man out. Looks like there's a little confusion on Galva, so watch out for an odd type of play. And he fumbles the ball, picked up by, I believe that is 16.
That is.
Excuse me, not 16. That is 16. Carter hits.
Yes, 16.
We ran into this issue a couple of weeks back when they're running in fresh soft games. Carter Hits wears number 4. That's what they have on the roster sheets. But he plays 16 when he's playing varsity, and since then, since our rosters are from before the season, that's what we have. It's tripped us up a couple of times. Barker's going to look to pass, and he's just not finding much anything. He's usually going to rump up. That's a horse collar and a half, if I've ever seen one. That takes out the referee too. And I mean, are they gonna throw a flag? Are they not gonna? Or did they not see that?
McCormick and Conklin talking to the ref there, so it doesn't look like.
Doesn't look like it, but man,
no
he got
flag
thrown
on the
down
play,
by the entirety of his helmet.
Yep, I definitely saw that. And
as we got our live replay up for us on this far side, Barker's gonna look to pass. And he lets this one loose, and it's going to be out of the reach of Leisman. Not just a little bit overshot, could not get it. And, oh, yeah, he was definitely tackled by his pads. There's no two ways about that one.
A little bit of a missed call there by the referees here as we are.
1:21 left in this second quarter. 3rd and 9 at the 32-yard line for the Cyclones.
Closing in on our first half of play here, 27-8, West Prairie on top of Galva.
He looks to hike the ball, looks to pass. He's going to step up and let this one loose.
Ball looked to be tipped at the line.
Just falls a little bit short. However, there is a flag on the play. As we're going to get the call from the referee, it's going to be a legal shift
on the offense.
So depending on what they decide to do, whether they knock him back or they keep it at the 4th down. Referee discussing with Galva. And they will decline it, so it will be 4th and 9 for the Cyclones.
Minute 16 to go here in the first half of play. 27-8, West Prairie on top of Galva. So West Prairie's played very, very sharp, I thought, in the first half here. And let's see if they can capitalize and put an end to this first half here.
Empty set once again for Barkley. Barkley's going to look to probably pass on this far side. Actually, he's going to keep it. That is Jensen Laughlin. I didn't even see the difference. However, he's going to get tackled out of bounds before he can get the first down, so turnover on downs. And that's they've a couple of times have switched out Laughlin as he does play on JV quarterback.
That's the quarterback, yep.
They have shoved in Laughlin a little bit for a replacement from Barkley, but a 5 and a 2 is very hard to see when you're looking at it as a cross section.
Yep.
Up top.
Same build, same.
It's so similar, and I didn't even realize the neon shoes.
Yep, that is a factor that I guess could differentiate between the two. Those bright neon shoes, Laughlin Sports, very bright here in this dark Scioto night color we've got. We'll see what the Wildcats do here. First down and 10.
1:10 left in the second quarter. You're going to see probably a couple of Hail Marys out into this far side trying to score.
Yep.
Myers going to get the ball, hands it off to the fullback. That is number 18. However, he's just going to get tackled on the far side. Could not get much of anything. That is Jet Olson on the run. gets about 2 or 3 on the play. Fullback dive sets up at about a 2nd and 7. 53 seconds left in this second quarter.
Yep. Clock's still running here, so Wildcats in a hurry-up type offense here.
They're probably going to try and just let this clock run out. Maybe run a few rush plays trying to get something. As they're going to run another fullback dive. Had a lead blocker this time, gets them close to the first down. And Galva will take a, excuse me. Looked like they're trying to wave off the clock. However, there we go. Tried to wave off the clock. The PA would not stop as much as he tried to stop it. A little bit of an issue with the scoreboard. However, it is back working. 30 seconds left. It's going to run the clock now. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Meyer's going to look to pass, and he's going to let this one up. Laughlin's right there for the
picked off by Jensen Laughlin.
Laughlin's right there, and a beautiful block by Rand Palmer. However, that's going to be probably a block in the back. Probably 2 of them as the flags come down.
2 flags on the play.
But at this point, that's not much of anything. 4 seconds left in this first half. 2 flags on the play after a beautiful pickoff by Jensen Laughlin. Second interception on the day for the kid.
Yep, Laughlin with a pair of picks. He's had himself quite the night. And we're only in the first half. We've got about 4 seconds left here in our first half of play.
As head referee is going to step up. Blindside block is going to be the call. So it will be West Prairie ball. However, blindside block called off on the spot of the foul, so 15 down from around the 48 is where they're going to call it.
4 seconds here. You're just looking to
either you you're up 19 with 4 seconds left. I think you'd probably just take a knee here.
Take the knee, or I'd have to say that'd be what I would probably do here, but you never know.
Barkley's going to come out with the play. 4.9 left.
See what they want to do here.
Looks like they are set up in this I formation. It's going to be a fullback dive to Rand Palmer. Palmer's going to get about 2 yards on the play, and that will end the first half. So at the end of one half, 27-8 your score. Cyclones are up. We're going to step out just for a second, run a couple ads, and then we'll be back right here for the West Prairie Senior Football Day. We got 4 seniors playing, and I see they've got parents starting to get lined up. We'll be back right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, "You better come home because there's no roof." He said, "I look up and see the sky." He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
Welcome back to Bauman Field. We are at halftime of the West Prairie Galva game. West Prairie Southeastern 27, Galva Wildcats 8. Pretty good game so far for West Prairie offensively, as Ashton Barkley has been doing amazing on the quarterback position. Really able to find his stride with a couple passes to Rand Palmer and one really long one to Eli Leesman. So we get some stats compiled. We're going to get working on those. 13 minutes left in this halftime, as you guys were able to see the senior ceremony. I'd like to congratulate all four of them: Brett Havens, Kyle Kindhart, Kyle Rhodes, and, if I can remember right, Eli Leesman. Yep, that's it. So after about couple of seconds here, we're getting the final tally on our stats for today. I'll have John go through and run those down. Just a little bit longer as we're going to get everything compiled. 12:26 left in this halftime. Two major things so far that I've seen in this game. One, the defensive way that the Cyclones are able to get pressure on the quarterback while keeping their secondary open for a lot of those pass plays that are coming in now from Galva. Towards the end of the game, they started to throw a little bit more. A couple of interceptions for Jensen Laughlin.
Yep. Having a big night for Laughlin. Having the two picks, the one off of the one that was the most interesting, I think, tonight, the one off of the intended receiver's head towards the later half of that first half. So he's had a couple picks. He's had a lot of good rushes. Tonight, the Cyclones' offense has really been carried by the rush. And, with Cam Kramer having a couple early rushes, in the first half, and then really led the way, but from some quarterback sneaks and stuff by Ashton Barkley, Rand Palmer, and Jensen Laughlin really leading the way on that offensive side, and also on the defensive side of the ball with a couple of picks that Jensen Laughlin's had tonight. So Cyclones offense and honestly the defense looked really well for the first half, and hopefully they can keep it going for the second half.
Special teams also another thing to point out for this Cyclones team. Of course, when you start that off, it always starts with Jensen Laughlin once again doing a great job kicking. Had one that kind of went out to the end zone, but, I mean, when you kick off that much, you're going to expect at least one of them to go wrong. Had a couple of long ones. One was perfect position as Jesse Johnson was able to get down. He's the bullet on the left side on the kickoff team. He's able to get down and get the reception on that kickoff.
That was definitely one of the key highlights for this first half of the Cyclones and the Galva Wildcats game as, Laughlin kicking that ball off, and ball expected to be reception by the Wildcats, but Jesse Johnson able to really turn out and make a really good defensive play and get that ball back for the Cyclones offense, which I believe led to a touchdown on that drive, I believe. So,
led to the pass from Ashton Barkley to Rand Palmer.
Yep.
To make it 12-0 at that one, and pretty much they never stopped. Never stopped to look back after that one.
Yep, Cyclones offense really, really well tonight. So
9:53 left in this halftime. I'd like to say that TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by Heil Enterprises. Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road near or far and offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support local athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City or call them at 309-775-3333. TSSR Game Time Live is also brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best in the best in 2017, 18, 19, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by Beck Pest Control. Don't let the varmints and creepy crawlies get the best of you. Contact Beck Pest Control in Colchester. Beck Pest Control can let you sleep easy while the lights are out, knowing you have no uninvited guests running around. Contact them at 309-313-5521. That's Beck Pest Control. Get the bugs out.
So overall stats for your first half on the West Prairie side, Ashton Barkley with 47 yards passing, 54 yards rushing, a couple of pass touchdowns, with Cam Kramer with 1 rush for 11 yards. A couple picks by Jensen Laughlin on the defensive side of the ball. He's had, as well as so Eli Leisman has had a record for 9 yards. Jesse Johnson with that big defensive play to get that ball back in the Cyclones' hand there. Owen Rigg had a big tackle downfield, loss, a really big loss for the Wildcats there. And Rand Palmer with 37 yards on the rush. So he's looked really well tonight, and the Cyclones offense has really compelled together and been able to really kind of tear apart this Wildcat defense.
Wildcat defense, I mean, they've had some good stops on the way, but their rush, from what I've seen, they're throwing a bit more than they're passing at this situation with Ashton Barkley. And their defensive rush, they're always going to rush 3. And from the far side, it's either going to be left or right. Kind of changes to see where 26 is as he lines up. But they like to rush him to break down that pocket. However, once they break the pocket, they cannot contain while doing that. They kind of got that one-track mind, but in 8-man, when you've got a lot of cutbacks and stuff like that, you can't really have that one-track mind anymore.
Right.
So they'll go through, they'll break the pocket, and that's where we have multiple rushes by Barkley out here. He had one that was 20-yarder.
Yep.
There's one that was a 15-yarder.
A couple 15 and a 20-yard rush by Barkley. He's really been able to show both sides of the football, really with the rushing abilities that he has and with the pass, So he's the rushing side of the ball for the Cyclones, I thought, has looked really, really well tonight. And on the Galva side, it's really been all number 12. It's been Talon Hold, the left-handed guy for the Wildcats, has had 47 yards passing and 30 yards rushing. So he's had the big circle around, and they got the big gain about 20 yards. So he's really been kind of the head of that Galva offense tonight. So really, without him, this is probably a 27-0 game.
He has been their best offensive player on the side when it comes to especially quarterback, and he's done a couple of things defensively as well. Another big name for them is Carter Devaney. Devaney, who's been their main running back, their return man, who had a large, about 25, 30-yard return on one of the last kickoffs we saw in the half.
Also had the rushing touchdown for the Wildcats, so he's scored their lone touchdown tonight. So, and Jackson Meyer with the complete pass for the 2-point to give them that extra 2 points and make this 27-8 game. So Cyclones have played really well here in the first half, and hopefully they can keep that momentum going and really propel strong and hold on in the second half.
TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens is located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April to October, Monday to Friday, 10 to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 10 to 4 p.m. for all your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow our Facebook page for daily updates. Currently, they have pumpkins and other fall goodies as it's right around that time as we hit the 14th of October. Man, it just does not feel like it's halfway through the semester.
Yeah, time has flown by for this semester school, and and for football, this is, what are we looking at here? Week seven here. So Cyclones 2-4 and Wildcats 0-6. So, we're really kind of getting into that latter half of the year, and time just keeps going by, and Cyclones looking to have a really strong second half and propel themselves here to a victory.
Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. TSSR Game Time Live is also brought to you by Country Financial agent Brett Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. As we'll step out here, as it looks like the Galva Wildcats are up and moving, getting set up once again for the second half of the Galva Wildcats versus the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. We'll be back right after this.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, "You better come home because there's no roof." He said, "I look up and see the sky." He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, "You better come home because there's no roof." He said, "I look up and see the sky." He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, "You better come home because there's no roof." He said, "I look up and see the sky." He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Welcome back to Ballman Fields. We're going to get set up for the second half of this West Prairie Southeastern Cyclone versus Galva Wildcats game, as we got these extra 3 minutes to run down. I don't know. We're going to talk to Galva, see if they want to end it as they had a bit of a break. 2:34 left in it. Looks like we're just going to keep it. So the Cyclones getting set up, trying to talk a little bit of strategy for this second half. What do you think Cyclones should do as they try to keep this momentum up?
In the first half, they really rushed the ball well. And, I mean, if you're looking at the Galva side, I'd have to think they'd want to make some changes to that defense and the way they go about going against the rush by the Cyclones. But honestly, I would stick with the rush and continue with the rushing offense that the Cyclones have really shown us tonight. But I mean, Ashton Barkley, he's been really good on both sides of the ball. So I'm really I'm leaning more towards the rush for this second half until they really can prove they can really stop the rush. So that's what I'm more leaning towards for the Cyclones. Get some more points on the board here this second half.
First drive, they really had the rush down.
Yep.
Starting out, especially the couple of sweet plays from Jensen Laughlin that they threw out that set up that fullback dive. And if they can keep on moving that would be great. However, you've got Barkley, you've got a decent setup so far as they can keep on moving out. You just don't want to get stagnant. You don't want to get lazy. You don't want to get content with this type of lead.
Correct.
You're only up 19. That's not much in the whole scheme of things.
It's only a couple scores, So, you got to keep your foot on the gas here if you're West Prairie, and can't let up because a lead in this high school football could slip away from you just like that. So, hopefully the Cyclones can keep maintaining that momentum they just ended with the first half, and hopefully get some more touchdowns on the board here. Like I said, I'd like to see the rush again. I think that was really successful for the Cyclones their first half. So we'll have to see what they decide to do here as we're getting ready for kickoff to the third quarter here tonight.
Laughlin puts the tee down. He's going to get it onto that offset right side like he likes it. As Galva's going to come out of the huddle. Back deep to return for Galva. This time will be number one, Jackson Meyer.
Started out as the quarterback here tonight.
Two upbacks for them are number 11, Caden Rachel, and 18, Jet Olson.
Laughlin ready to kick off here to start this second half of play. 27-8, Cyclones lead.
Third quarter has started as he gets a booming kick. Going to drop right around the 20-yard line. Is going to roll, picked up by Meyer, and Meyer just couldn't really do much with that one.
Couple yards of gain there, and looks like we are going to start up 1st and 10 here for the Wildcats here, so.
Good job by Laughlin to get that kick down. Not so much that he can get a return and not too much to go out of bounds. Puts it in a perfect position where they can cleanly defend and get it at around the 22, 23 yard line.
Yep. So let's see what the
one man back, one out for the Wildcats. Wildcats hand that fullback dive that they were using right at the end of the first half. However, that one does not get much of anything. In on the tackle will be Owen Rigg. Also in there is Carter Hitz and Brett Havens.
Yep. So
2nd and 10 after no gain on the play. Wildcats going to look and try and find anything to go right at this point.
Absolutely. So starting off for the Wildcat second half here, they start off with the fullback run. So
as Greg just read off on the PA, one of the saddest things you can ever hear, the FFA is out of pork chops.
Yep, we're out of pork chops.
Definitely should have taken a break at halftime to go get one, but everything is all right. He's going to look to pass, and, man, beautiful pressure by Owen Rigg and Rand Palmer on that far side. He's been those two linebackers that they blitzed both together.
Just forcing to just throw that ball away, and it's 3rd down here for the Wildcats here in their own territory. So
3rd and 9.
Really good pressure there by the defense. Owen Rigg and Rand Palmer, both linebackers from opposite sides, really providing pressure on that quarterback. Mr. Jackson Meyer. He'll get the play from his head coach, Tyler Nichols. And he's got the play in mind here. Get ready to take the snap. And he's got it pass to 12. Talon Hole is complete, but not enough for a 1st down. So that'll bring up 4th down and about 4 or 5.
4th and 1. How'd you get 4th and 5 out of that?
Where the 1st down marker is placed is a little deceiving with the window in my
a little deceiving. They hadn't moved it yet.
Yeah, I know. It's just 4th and 1 here for the Wildcats.
He's going to quarterback keeper is going to run past Carter Hitz. However, there will be a flag, probably maybe even a holding on this far side. So we'll be able to see he would get the 1st down. However, it looks like an illegal shift. So that's going to knock him back 5. 4th and 6 now for the Wildcats.
There's that 4th down and 5.
There's the 4th.
I was looking for.
Yeah,
I was just a little ahead there.
You know, you're just from the future. You know everything.
Oh, that's right.
Should bring you to my next poker game then.
4th down and 5 or 6 here for the Wildcats. Jackson Meyer, quarterback here for the Wildcats, gets play from head coach and goes back up.
10:15 left in this 3rd quarter. 4th and 6, and they are going to look like they are showing punt. They're going to send out Laughlin to be the back.
As the last punt was, and that is punted away.
Perfect position by Laughlin. He's got one man past. He's going to try and cut back, and he's got a line of blockers. If he can run past, that is Olsen. He can get past Jet Olsen, and he does. Right in the front pass. He's got one man to beat, and he does not. Woo! So a touchdown for West Prairie off of that punt. And, man, Jensen Laughlin had his head up that entire time, went through, and he saw probably 20 yards before he even got near the score. He had 2 people in front of him. And
Muffler Mafia begins to take off again down there in the Cyclone end zone.
He did a perfect job of slowing up and letting his blockers get next to him as Owen Rigg, and also on the block was Rand Palmer. And, man, I did not even think he had a chance to even score on that one.
That was a great run there by – I mean, he took that ball at midfield and able to just run that all the way down, had the line of blockers on the right-hand side of the field there, and Laughlin up for the extra point, and it is no good.
It's going to be off the back. So no good will make it a 33-8 game, and we'll be back right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Welcome back to Bauman Field. 9:47 left in this third quarter, 33-8 your score after Jensen Laughlin got that punt return taken for a touchdown.
Yep, big play by Jensen Laughlin, just adding to the resume for tonight's game. He's really shown great, just all-around play tonight here, and he'll get ready to kick this ball off to the Wildcats to, what, about 9 minutes to go here.
High kick is going to be fielded by Jackson Meyer. Jackson Meyer's going to go to the right side, but man, he had one man to beat. And he trips.
Seems to trip over that 40-yard line.
It's a real doozy, I tell you.
I was going to say, yeah, that 40-yard line's been tripping everybody all night, if I can't tell you that. But he had only one guy in front of him, Jensen Laughlin there. He sneaks by him. That's an easy touchdown for Jackson Meyer. But still a pretty good return there. So
41-yard line set up for the Galva Wildcats. And once it starts getting dark like this, the dew starts to set in, and that's what you really got to make sure that you're running fast, but you want to make sure that your body is ahead of your feet, because if your body goes ahead of your feet,
exactly what just happens right there.
Empty set 4, that is Hull. They're going to rush 4, but this time he's going to break contain. So he'll get about 5 or 6 on the play. Looked like Owen Rigg and Carter Hitz were kind of running a twist formation is what we like to call it, where Owen would go first through and Rigg would, and Carter would come out to this far side. However, they rushed right into it and set up that about 5-yard run. 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, good run there by the Wildcats, grabbing 5 yards there on their first down run. So 2nd down and 5. So we'll see what the Wildcats have in mind here again on 2nd down, as number 12 Hull gets the snap, and it's a handoff to Meyer, and he's taken down by Xavier Hilton. We got a flag.
That was a little close. It could have been close to a face mask because he spun off that first defender. We're going to see what the referees are calling here.
Referees conjugating amongst themselves. We got a face mask call.
Face mask on the defense. That will be a 5-yard walk-off instead of the 15-yard one, as it was just a grab instead of a grab and pull.
So
1st down for the Wildcats, one of the 2 that they've had this entire game.
Yeah, not a lot of first downs, not a lot of offense coming from the Wildcat side of the football, other than that rushing touchdown by Carter Devaney early on in the first half. So Wildcats maybe stringing something together here. They're about midfield.
He's going to look to pass. Man, he gets the handoff before he's taken down, but Xavier Hilton just gets in there perfectly. That's one of the things that it's nice to fake somebody out, but you got to pull that fake quick, as Jackson Meyer barely gets it off before he is tackled. No gain on actually about a gain of 1 on the play as Xavier Hilton comes in with the blitz.
Xavier Hilton ready for that. He was right there. He read that play really well, and like you said, Meyer just able to just get that ball off to Hull just in time for that run there, because if he don't get that ball off, that's a loss there for the Wildcats, which would even set them back further than they already are right now. So 33-8 is our score here, with about 6 minutes to go in our third quarter.
It's going to be an outside run by Meyer. Meyer's going to get up about 4 yards. Not going to get much of anything else after that, though. Tackled by 42. That is Clayton Hunt.
Clayton Hunt, the sophomore, West Prairie.
3rd and about 6 on the play.
I would have to agree with that 3rd down and 6 there.
Yeah, you're going to agree with it
I'm
because it's
going
what
to-
they put up on the scoreboard, isn't it?
Well, no, I didn't even see the scoreboard there, Kenny. That was just 100% just me looking at the first down yard marker there.
Mathematical wizard
That's
over
right.
here. As 26 lines up on the wrong line. He's still trying to figure out where he's going. He's going to look to pass by Meyer. They send 3, and he's going to get the pass and maybe the first down. It's going to be close.
It's going to be, very close and they do give him the first down.
Jared O'Brien on the catch. So another first down is Galva's starting to get a little bit of a drive going on. 7:22 left in this 3rd quarter.
So Meyer able to get that pass off to O'Brien there, his first target of the night. So it gets first down, and that's going to push the Wildcats here into Cyclone territory as they are on the 36-yard line of the West Prairie Cyclones. So we'll see what the Wildcats intend to do here as Meyer gets the snap handoff to 26 in the backfield. He's going to pass downfield. He's got his intended receiver, number 12, Talon Hull, and he is in there for a Wildcat touchdown.
So the wide receiver, the halfback pass type that was 26, Josh
26, yep. That was a great play there by the Wildcats. Just caught the Cyclones off guard there, and wide open receiver of Hull, who's really carried this Wildcat offense to what they have tonight. And, he's able to just march downfield, and he's able to get that touchdown. And this pushes it a little bit closer as we are 33-14, I believe.
Yep. Scoreboard was had a little issues, and we had to
go for 2 here.
Figure something out. Hull's going to keep it up to the front himself, and it's going to be close. They will say he got it.
Give it the 2 points. So
16-33 your score. West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones still up.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
You see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
Welcome to Bauman Field as the Wildcats kick this one off, and it's going to be a squib right out of bounds. So ball spotted at the 35. Cyclone's going to come and get set up. 33-16 your score. 7:13 left in this 3rd quarter as Galva scored on that nice pass.
To the kind of the big man tonight for the Wildcats. Talon Hull has really had a lot of say in the Wildcats' performance on both sides of the ball tonight. So we'll see what the Cyclones could do here offensively as they will have the ball on their own 35-yard line. So
they're going to hand the ball off to Rand Palmer. He's going to move up, going to get a couple of yards, but not much of anything as he's going to get tackled about right at the line. That is number 58, Chance Yoakum on the tackle.
Good tackle.
Seems like we had a little bit of a internet hiccup. I don't even know what that was about.
Considering the internet router only about a couple of feet away from the...
It's perfectly fine. Has been the entire night. It's just right when we decided to run an ad, it just completely shut down for about 3 seconds. So should be fine. They're going to get set up in the same formation, look for a reverse type play as they do throw it to Laughlin. Jensen Laughlin tackled down. That's once again Chance Yoakum on the tackle.
O'Brien with the tackle there.
Oh. Once again, 5 and 2s are a little tricky to see sometimes up in this far side. 6:16 left in the third quarter. 3rd and 6 for the Cyclones. They're going to look and try and find something different to do in this situation.
The rush, not really the
now
Wildcats able to.
watch the pass right here as Barkley's going to use these 2 wideouts. Never mind. Normally they pass out of that formation. However, Jensen Laughlin's going to get the first down and a little bit more.
Good block by Rand Palmer there. Able to give Laughlin a clean airway there to get to the first down. And Cyclones with the first down here, and looks like they are marching into Wildcat territory. Looks like
ball on the 44-yard line.
So
1st and 10 for the Cyclones.
Let's see what West Prairie decides to do here. 1st down and 10. The rush was the predominant role in their first half, and
it's going to be ball's loose. Barkley picks it back up. He's going to get tackled down the backfield, so a loss of 6 on the mistimed snap. Way too high as it pops up.
Yep, so that'll push him back about 6. And be 2nd down. And
officials' time is going to look at some equipment, make sure everybody's fine. Looks like number 1 might have an issue.
That is,
I don't know if it's
Jackson
equipment
Meyer,
or maybe even some blood. Who
it
really
would show
knows?
very bright on these bright white jerseys. Kind of reminds me of the Indianapolis Colts home whites.
Well, Galva's pretty much the same situation as the Colts are in most games too in this situation. Sorry if you're a Colts fan, this year's not your year.
No, Carson Wentz. Don't know if he's quite the answer to the Colts' issues.
2 sprains.
Yeah. Got beat in a really good game by the Baltimore Ravens on Monday Night Football. Mountain that comeback in Baltimore. So if you're a Colts fan out there, kind of have to feel a little bad for you. But I don't believe Carson Wentz is your answer. We'll get you set here for.
Hands the ball to Jensen Laughlin. Laughlin's going to look to pass. Wide open down the line is Eli Leisman, and he's just gone. Touchdown, Cyclones. As you saw Laughlin take the ball, he looks up a little bit.
And he sees Leisman downfield. That is an easy touchdown for the Cyclones, and they have added another 6 on the board. Let's see if they are going to go for the extra point or go for 2 here.
39-16 now your score.
Muffler
4:26 left
Lafayette
in this third quarter.
Yet again, as they've had a lot of use out of their mufflers. Cyclones, big offensive explosion here tonight.
Getting the place tee out. So Laughlin will get set up once again to try this kick. He is 1 for 2 for today. As the ball is up and in. So kick is good. 40-16 now your score for West Prairie. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by Heil Enterprises. Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road, near or far, and offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support local athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. Also brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Cyclone student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. And McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital caring. Also brought to you by Country Financial Agent Brett Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. Jensen Laughlin is set up to kick off once again. 40-16 your scores. This one's going to be a little bit of a squib kick. Lands right in between the two backs. He's going to struggle to get that one. However, he's got a wide side to this left side. pushed out of bounds by a mix of Eli Leisman and Xavier Hilton.
Good job there by the Cyclone defenders there. So they're able to get Hull out of bounds about the 30-yard line, 26-yard line. Sorry about that.
So with Jackson Meyer getting looked at, it looks like Hull will be the main man for Galva going forward. Still don't know if that's an athletic injury. It looks like he's on the bench talking to the trainers.
Yep, Hull is going to be the guy here for the Wildcats. So we'll have to see what they decide to do here. As Meyer over there on the bench on the Galva side of the field as
Hull looks to take the snap, hands the ball off, and he's just going to get nowhere, maybe even a loss of 1 as Eli Leisman runs up and tackles that one. 4:20 left in this third quarter.
Good stop there by the Cyclones. Eli Leisman with a big stop there specifically. So that play did not quite work for the Wildcats as Hull getting the play here from his head coach. Takes it back to the huddle.
2nd and 11 for the Wildcats. It's going to look. Coming out of the huddle. Sets up an empty set formation. Shotgun for Hull, Talon Hull. That's the ball. They're going to rush 3, and he's going to be keeping it. However, there's a flag on the play. It looks like probably offsides as 26 probably did not set up on the right side of the line.
Yep. See what the head ref wants to call here.
And they do have a false start on the offense. Legal formation, false start. I'm still trying to remember to call it a legal formation.
One of the two.
So it's going to drop them back 5. So a 2nd and 16 now for the Galva Wildcats. It's going to look to, get a score of their own and get back into this game down 16-40.
They led off this third quarter here with a really nice. They marched downfield really well. I thought with their with Hull and really being able to do that. So we'll have to see what they can try and do here as they've gotten pushed back with a couple penalties and a couple good stops for the Cyclone defense.
Coming out of the huddle, it's like 25. That is Josh Gravitt. It's going to be out to the right, to the left side. Hull's going to look to pass. They rush 6, and he's going to get tackled right after he throws. Broken up, almost interception by Ashton Barkley.
Good coverage on the play. Intended receiver number 26. That is Josh Dunn.
So ball falls incomplete, sets up a 3rd and 16 now. Like we were saying earlier in the game, with this Galva team that throws quite a decent amount, we're going to look at Jens Laughlin and Ashton Barkley that have really good games. And so far, 2 interceptions by Laughlin, a really good, almost picked off by Barkley there.
Yep, as number 1, Jackson Meyer has returned to the field of play, so it looks like he will be taking the snaps at the quarterback position for the Galva Wildcats.
Flag on the play. This is before the play even starts, so it's either in a legal procedure, and once again, it will. Looked like 25 kind of lined up a little bit too far up. It's one thing that kind of noticed with this Galva team is they're lining up on the wrong side of the ball
penalties are kind of not doing in Galva's favor as of right now, so that's really kind of setting them back on their own here. So we'll have to see what the Wildcats and Meyer does on his first snap. Oh no, they're going to give it to Hull. Hull's going to take the snap here as Meyer lines up as a receiver.
So wash the rush as he's going to throw it to Meyer, and Meyer's going to drop that one.
Nearly picked by Laughlin, but
2:27 now left in the third quarter. It is 4th and 21. So I'm going to assume a punt here.
I would assume a punt, but down by, 20, 24. So, you never know what they're going to do here. I wouldn't, but really with how close they are to Cyclone, the end zone of the Cyclones, I would have to assume they're going to punt this one away.
Looks like a punt. However, 12 is in the backfield, and he does like to run, so we'll see.
And they will punt it
He
away.
will. A high one did not get much far.
Lost in the sky. And is picked up by number 26, Josh Dunn.
2:19 left in this third quarter as the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones are going to take over at their opponent's 38 yard line, 39, something like that. I mean, it's just a guess.
38, 39, doesn't matter. One of the two.
Need to get some of the NBC people to just tell us exactly where the line is.
If we could just
First
get
and 10.
Yeah, we get some little hash marks in there and tell us exactly what line we got.
As they hand the ball off this time to Jensen Laughlin. Laughlin's going to get upfield.
Good run for Laughlin. They're on first down.
6 or 7 yards on the rush. Tackled by, that is number 11, Caden Rachel. And Rachel definitely, when he tackled that one, perfectly had his hand wrapped around that ball, just trying to wrench it out of Laughlin's hand.
Yep, Laughlin able to keep that ball in his hands, get a good gain there on first down. So on the first down conversion there. So second down and 3 here for the Cyclones. Barkley gets the snap and handoff to Rand Palmer. As
Palmer's just going to try and find around. He does get end around. He's going to stiff arm the first back and then run right into him. Will get the first down and a little bit more. Meyer just got completely tackled. I mean, Meyer
especially just being out of the game there for it seemed like an injury, and
Meyer might have been on the defense. He might have wrapped around and got the tackle, but it just seemed like
Rand Palmer had kind of control of that play the whole way through. Rand Palmer with a good rush there, gets him a first down, and Cyclones are knocking on the door for another.
Going to hand the ball off this time to Laughlin. Oh, and Meyer is a little ticked off on the far side by Palmer. If you could see that on the far side, Palmer rushes by, and Meyer just grabs him, just tries to wrap him around. So Galva is definitely rattled.
Yep, as I would be too if I was losing by 24 plus here.
Well, it doesn't matter winning or losing. You know, illegal plays are illegal plays.
Illegal plays, that is true.
You got to watch your temper, especially if you're down by this. You don't really want to have
knock one of your
situation
star
like
guys
that.
out. Right, exactly. Exactly. As Kitch sets up and Barkley to get the snap.
Barkley's going to keep it on this far side. Palmer's going to block, gets the first down.
First down and take it down at about the 10-yard line.
You're going to hear the crowd a little mad because Barkley got tackled in a very compromising. Can't call it a horse collar because it wasn't called a horse collar.
He was
but
taken down pretty hard over there. But
referees are kind of letting this one live.
And it looks like about 4 seconds to go here in the third quarter, and we'll go ahead.
Let this one run down. So at the end of 3, West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones up 40-16 on the Galva Wildcats. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by the Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All of this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you are 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandesville. Also brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 2018, 2019, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by Tri-County Seeds. Tri-County Seeds, your local Golden Harvest seed advisor, located in Scioto, Illinois. Rooted in genetics, agronomy, and service for over 10 years. Contact Nate Todd at 309-333-3437 for all of your Golden Harvest corn, soybean, and seed treatment needs. at the start of the fourth quarter. West Prairie is going to get set up. As I can finally get the scoreboard to work. There we go. And it disappeared. All right. You'll love to see it.
1st and 10 for the Cyclones as handoff to Rand Palmer spin move, and he's going to be wrapped up with a couple of Galva defenders. Getting about 1 or 2 yards there, or maybe none. Maybe bring up 2nd down here for the Cyclones.
2nd and 8 for the Cyclones. Palmer gets about 2, trying to spin off and go north. One of the things in football you hear all the time, you got to make sure to go north-south instead of east-west, but in A-man football, it's kind of nice to have a northeast or a southwest on option. Barkley's going to keep this one. He's going to swim by 2, spin by the next, and he's going to get close. And the referees are going to call him short. So 1st and goal from around the 1-yard line. He's really close.
Very good rush there by Barkley. A couple swim moves to get out of the way of the defenders there, and it's going to be a 1st down and goal here for the Cyclones. So Cyclones yet again knocking on the door here late in the fourth quarter here, 10 minutes to go in play.
10:54 left in this fourth quarter as West Prairie are knocking on the door for another touchdown to even just widen this lead to maybe even a spot where the Wildcats cannot come back. As he hands the ball off, this time to Rand Palmer.
And
Palmer
will
touchdown. Walk that one in for a Cyclone touchdown. 46-16 your score. Cyclones up 30 as they're going to get the tee back out, get set up for the 4th PAT.
Field goal attempt or extra point attempt here for Laughlin. He's really shown himself as a really good kicker for
2 for 3 today. Earlier 2 games ago during homecoming, he had the game winner.
Yep, 23-22 the final score of that game. Very enjoying and fun game to watch as snap.
Laughlin kicks this one, and it is up, and it is good.
Good
3
kick by
for 4. 3 for 4 sets up a 47-16 score here with 10:34 left in this fourth quarter. TSSR Game Time Live is brought to you by McDonough Telephone Cooperative. This West Prairie game stream is made possible by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. McDonough Telephone offers lightning fast and reliable fiber internet, video, phone, and camera systems to the McDonough County area. Call 309-776-3211 to check your availability. Also brought to you by Tom Conklin State Farm. Talk to Daphne or Evan today at Tom Conklin State Farm in Macomb for surprisingly great rates. Call them at 309-837-1200 or stop in and see them at 1221 West Jackson Street, Macomb. Also brought to you by Beck Pest Control. Don't let the varmints and creepy crawlies get the best of you. Contact Beck Pest Control in Colchester. Beck Pest Control can let you sleep easy when the lights are out, knowing you have no uninvited guests running around. Contact them at 309-313-5521. That's Beck Pest Control. Get the bugs out. Jensen Laughlin getting set up for a kickoff once again. 47-16 your score. He's off to the right side. Back deep once again is Jackson Meyer. This one pretty much goes right towards him. However, he can't get a hold of it. So he's going to look right. He looks up and right there you got Eli Leisman, Jensen Laughlin. You're not moving much after that.
Yep. The Cyclones all over Jackson Meyer there on the return. Very limited return there from Meyer. And Cyclones defense just really stepping up here, 47-16 with about 10 minutes to go here. We'll see which this quarterback they decide to roll with here. It looks like Meyer seems to be kind of in charge. Looks like he will be taking the snap yes, he will. So Meyer will be taking the snap here for the Wildcats.
Shotgun formation, one wide back. And it's going to be a screen pass. That is to Talon Hull. And Laughlin with a great tackle sets him up and knocks him down. And the ball is loose. So let's see if they're going to call it a fumble. Cyclones come up with it. However, they'll call him down from lack of movement. So good tackle stopped by Jensen Laughlin as he gets about 8 on the catch. 2nd and 2 as we pass the 10-minute mark.
Yep, very good defense there by the Cyclones. They're able to knock that ball out of Hull's hands, but down by contact there, so he was already down before the ball come out. So it'll be 2nd down and 2 here for the Wildcats.
2-man wide, 1 in the backfield with Meyer. Meyer's going to hand the ball off. Actually, he's going to fake the ball. And, that's a blindside block. I've never seen one. As he's going to finally step out of bounds.
We get a flag in the play.
Call a flag on this one, but they didn't call one over on 28.
The flag comes in towards the end of that play. See what that is called on here. See what the head referee wants to decide.
And I call a personal foul. So that'll be another 15 yards walk off after the play. I believe it must have been probably
not sure
tackle up to the far side. Did not say.
Not sure who that was on, but
I'd like to bring up, we got this set up for the last highlights, and just look at that block on that far side. Sets up the long run by Meyer. I believe the personal foul would be
on Xavier Hilton, potentially. He was in there on that tackle.
In on that tackle, just kind of grabbed the top of the jersey a little too much. And that's not really a horse collar as he brought him down, but it was definitely going to stop him. Talon Hull looking to pass. They're going to send 4, and he's going to way undershoot.
Short of 26. That is Josh Dunn. About 2 or 3 yards short there of the intended receiver by Hull. So we'll see what the Wildcats decide to do here. 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. 9 minutes left in this 4th quarter. The Wildcats going to try and get any type of momentum they can to score before the end of this one.
36-yard line of the Cyclones, so in enemy territory here. We'll see the Wildcats have put up a touchdown or 2 here in this 2nd half, so we'll have to see.
Hull's going to keep this one. He's going to find the hole. It's going to be down for about 2 yards, 2 or 3.
No pun intended there. Hull finds the hole.
Owen Rigg with the tackle. 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats. 8:41 left in this 4th quarter. Wildcats definitely utilizing the run a little bit more on this drive. They've been trying to bank on that pass for the beginning of the 2nd half.
Yep, which did turn out to work a little bit with the pass touchdown on the to Hull, but they've really, as they've said, they've really relied on the run here in this drive here to get downfield here into Cyclone territory.
Empty set for Meyer. He's going to look to pass, and he'll shoot that one down.
That is incomplete.
Falls incomplete, intended for a hole, and it just throws a little bit behind him as it couldn't come around.
Had some
get his
pressure
hands
there
out.
from the Cyclone line as well there, so he's trying to sling that one off to Hull, but incomplete there, so bring up 4th down. 4th and 6 here for the Wildcats.
Wildcats discussing their next move. 4th and 6, and if they're going to ever even going to try and come back from this one, they need something here.
Going to need to complete this 4th down here to at least have a chance.
So they're trying to set up an I formation in shotgun as he's going to finally get back down. And it's going to be a sweep pass. This is what they tried the other time, but man, he's just not wide open.
Taken out of bounds.
They had one receiver, that was Hull, and
Eli
when Hull was
Leisman.
getting completely shown up by Jesse Johnson on the play. However, there is a man down.
As that looks to be number 58. That is
Chance Yoakum.
Chance Yoakum.
Kind of holding his knee, so we'll step out for just a second, folks.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, "You better come home because there's no roof." He said, "I look up and see the sky." He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Welcome back to Bauman Field, as Chance Yoakum was able to get up and walk off by his own, kind of holding his leg. So the trainer's going to look over, talk to him on the sidelines. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones, hands the ball off to Cam Kramer. Cam Kramer's just going to try and find anything. He finds the hole, and he's going to get off the one man and will be tackled hard, but close. It looks like they're probably going to give him the first down.
And he
sure did take a hit on that one.
Yeah,
he is
hunched down, and he was taken down very hard by number 11. That would have been Caden Rachel on the. Yeah, now Cam Kramer down. Trainers out there looking at him. He was really hit pretty hard by Rachel there.
So once again, we'll step out and hope that he comes up all right.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
Welcome back to Bauman Field. Came a little slow to get up there, but he is up and moving off. Looks like he might have just got wind knocked out of him a little bit. That's a good thing, because he got tackled hard on that play.
He was hit very hard by Caden Rachel, taken down hard. He's off to the side now, getting a drink. And like I said, probably did get the wind knocked out of him, but just a really hard play there by Caden Rachel.
I formation, hands the ball off to the fullback. That's Xavier Hilton. Hilton will get up about 4 yards on the play. That's all you need, 4 yards in a cloud of dust. Tackled by 54, that's Jacob Pierce, the senior for the Wildcats.
First time hearing Jacob Pierce's name tonight here. As Cyclones have the ball at about the Wildcat 45-yard line, so into enemy territory here for Barkley and the Cyclone offense. So we'll see what they decide to do. As Barkley.
I formation, 2nd and 6, as they're going to hand the ball off to the fullback once again. This time, not much of anything.
Hilton, maybe a loss of 1 there. Yep, that'll be a loss of 1 for Hilton. 3rd down and 7, I believe, here. Maybe 3rd down and 7 or 6 here for the West Prairie Cyclones. As about 5.5 minutes left to play here.
I formation, this time a sweep goes to Aiden Akers. Aiden Akers is going to get a loss of about 2 on the play.
So
sets up a 4th and about 8 for the Cyclones, up 47-16.
So Cyclones really not able to do much there. Offensively, a couple losses there on the rush. So we'll have to see what the Cyclones do here on 4th down. Up by a boatload, though, 47-16 Cyclones. With about 5 minutes to go here.
They're going to go for it. 2-man out. Barkley back. Oh. see. No, we're going to have to get a false start probably as they try to draw the men off sides.
Yep. That is a false start on the offense, and that'll push them back.
So 4th and 12 now for the Cyclones.
Alrighty.
Barkley's going to get back, probably do the same play.
4th and long here. Gets the snap.
As he does, he's going to keep it on the far side. He tricks the entire team. He's going to move past one. He's going to get close to the first down. I believe he
does
will.
have the first down.
Referees will call it a first down. Cyclone first down. 4:38 left in this 4th quarter. That pretty much all but seals the deal.
Yep, that was big rush there by Ashton Barkley, able to get that rush there on 4th down and able to convert and get the ball over to the Cyclones here with a new set of downs. First down and 10 for the Cyclones at about the 38-yard line. 38-yard line here of the Wildcats. 47-16 our score. 4.5 minutes left of play.
Barkley hands the ball off. This time it is to Xavier Hilton. He's going to cut back, and he's got a wide open lane. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to push right through, get close, and he will be in for the touchdown. Xavier Hilton on the long 38-yard touchdown after that cutback.
Great rush there by Hilton, able to march right downfield, gets the clear open path there on the right-hand side of the football field and able to get a big rush for a touchdown there. And Cyclones
trying to fix our – there we go. Scoreboard's lagging a little bit. 53-16 your score.
We'll see what.
Could be 54 if they send Jensen Laughlin in for 2-point. Actually, they're going to look like they're going to go for 2.
Yep, they will. See what West Prairie can do here for the 2-point conversion.
Barkley quarterback, Aiden Akers, and he hands the ball off to Cam Kramer. Cam Kramer's going to get past the one man, and he's going to get in for the 2-point conversion. So 55-16 your score. West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones up against the Galva Wildcats.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to Baumden Field. 55-16 your score is Laughlin's going to let that one fly. Picked up by Jackson Meyer. Meyer's got a good run on this one. He's going to get to that far sideline. And he's going to get tackled close to the 50-yard line, about the 46, 47-yard line, depending on forward progress.
Good return there for Meyer there. So we'll see what the Wildcats decide to do here. About the 46-yard line of their own Wildcats. So So
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 47-yard line. I formation, one man out. Meyer gets the ball. It's going to be a sweep. And he's going to get out of bounds at around 5 or 6 yards gained. That is 26, Josh Dunn on the rush.
Josh Dunn getting in on the action there. 9-yard rush.
3:33 left in this fourth quarter. 55-16 your score.
Cyclones have really dominated offensively, just dominated this whole game tonight. Really, the rush has really been the key factor tonight for the Cyclone offense. A lot of different guys putting up different rushing yards and really have contributed to this high-scoring game.
Flipped I formation is going to be a pass, and he's going to catch the ball. He's got one man to beat, and Cam Kramer on the touchdown-saving tackle. That is Jared O'Brien on the catch. That was a quick pitch and throw. 3:02 left in this fourth quarter.
Good pass there by Meyer to O'Brien. With a big gain there. And now the Wildcats at about the 25-yard line of the Cyclones. So
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Meyer's going to look to get this one, as it's going to be a keeper to the right side. And it is going to be a tackle by, if he could,
22, Jesse Johnson.
No, that is
12.
number
That is Coy Bennell on the stop there.
Freshman on the tackle. 2:30 left in this fourth quarter.
Good tackle by Bennell. Jackson Meyer, good run. Gets him a little bit closer now.
Hole now in at quarterback. And he's going to drop the snap and just going to try and bootleg it out to the left side. And man, he's got a lot of room. So he's going to slip through a couple tackles, get the first down, but not the touchdown. So he's going to be down. It's going to be a first down, maybe.
Good run by Hull. And
first and goal at around, I can't even see from there. I'm going to have to look at the screen. At around the 4-yard line.
So but hitting about the 2-minute warning here. So to end this ball game.
2:03 left in this fourth quarter. You'd like to see West Prairie get a stop here.
Big stop on defense and just has momentum heading into next week.
He's going to toss the ball out to the far side. Sweep. He's going to try and get in, and he does.
Number 26, that is Josh Dunn in for the touchdown.
Dunn will get the touchdown. That makes the game 55-22. West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones are up.
So, yep, Wildcats' only choice here is to go for 2. Down by 33. 2 minutes to go here.
It's going to be a sweep, and right there would have been, that was 42.
Hunt missed
Clayton
the tackle
Hunt.
there.
Looks like he just overcommitted a little bit.
Yep.
And, I mean,
just came up a little short there, but
everybody's overcommitted. You get into that backfield, everybody gets excited.
You're like, oh, this is, yep, you've got your eyes all over the Hammond ball, and you're ready to go, and just a little overcommitted, and wasn't able to commit the tackle, but still no good on the 2 points. So
we'll be back right after this word by MDH.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Welcome back to Bauman Field. 1:54 left in this fourth quarter. Your West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones up 55-24. I don't know why it didn't show that, but that kick will go right towards that is Owen Rigg.
Yep, Owen Rigg able to.
So he's able to corral that one down. 151, Cyclones first down. You think you're just going to have to run out the clock, run a couple of dive plays, and this one will be good.
Yep, minute 51 here. First down and 10 for the Cyclones. 55-24 is our score. The Cyclones on top have really just led all night, just have really shown Galva kind of just how we rolled.
And he's going to hand the ball off. There's a little confusion there as they end up giving it to Cam Kramer.
Maybe a gain of 1 there.
Gain of 1 is going to let the ball go down. And for a 6 o'clock start on a Thursday, 2.5 hour long game. This
has been a very
high-scoring game.
Yeah, 55 points up for the Cyclones here at home, and I mean, even Galva, they've kind of rallied back and grabbed a couple touchdowns here as of late. So really high-scoring game tonight, and I think the Cyclones are going to be heading home happy tonight. So
really wish I would have brought a sweatshirt or jacket for this one.
It is a little chilly here tonight, so.
I formation, 2-man out for Barkley. Barkley's going to hand the ball off, and that is
a flag in the field here.
That is a fullback dive. We'll get about 1 yard, but there's a flag. Illegal shift. Illegal shift on the Cyclones. So 58 seconds left in this fourth quarter. It's going to mark them back 2nd and 5. Well, not in 5. It's going to mark them back 5 for a 2nd and 14. As once this game concludes, we'll got some stats overall. 43 seconds left. I believe they'll just get set up in victory formation. And they do. So with that knee, that will end this one. 55-24, your final, as the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones go up to 3-4 on the season, and the Galva Wildcats goes down to 0-7.
Wildcats with a tough year so far, still winless in their first 7 weeks of play. They really did come out and play, I thought, a kind of a well game here towards the end, especially, like I said, at the very end of this game, able to put a couple touchdowns on the board. But, I mean, West Prairie, they just had control of this game from the start.
So let's get some stats in here for Galva and West Prairie.
So lead scorer for the Galva Wildcats was led by number 12, Talon Hull. Big on the rush with a couple of rushing touchdowns and a few pass touchdowns as they scored 24 total points for the Galva Wildcats. On the West Prairie side of things, it was all about the rush through the whole game. Multiple different running backs, Cam Kramer, even Ashton Barkley getting in there, getting some quarterback sneaks and able to get some rushing yards, add to the resume. Really big runs also as well by Eli Leisman. He had the big touchdown downfield on the pass from Jensen Laughlin on the pass there, the fake out. So, but yeah, no, the run was really the key to the Cyclones' success tonight. A lot of rush, and that really proved the work tonight for the Cyclones. So, especially on senior night here, able to come out and on a cold night and able to pick up a victory. I don't think that the seniors and the West Prairie Cyclones can really ask for more. So, overall, a great game by both, and really fun game to watch.
This TSSR Game Time Live post-game show is brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory, just like we did today for West Prairie. For John Reynolds, I'm Ken Suter, and we will see you this Saturday for a long tournament
of volleyball.
Volleyball, and then halfway through at 1 o'clock we'll have the Bushnell Prairie City High School football game. We will see you later.